Chosen one, the bridge's explosion is heading your way. The moment you've been quietly preparing for has come. The gods have sung your name throughout ages. Your patience is repaid with strength. Your efforts have been recognized, and now is the time to reap the benefits. Not simply for a little gift or an increase, but for an outpouring of heavenly riches that will rock your very existence. This is no coincidence. This is a spiritual appointment. Everything is going to alter. The rationale is straightforward. You stayed steadfast in the face of seeming starvation, and now abundance is being awakened. Just for you. Before we go further, choose one. Watch the video till the finish, since each word represents the frequency of your breakthrough. You are getting spiritually linked to a new environment. In the comments box below, please leave your sincerest wish as well as the digits 777, which represent heavenly abundance and spiritual completeness. This is your chapter of making desires come true and electrifying the cosmos with your proclamation. Speak it and feel it reverberate. Allow the universe to echo your beliefs. Now, choose one like this video. If you have not already done so, subscribe to the channel. Let we begin. You didn't get this far by mistake. You didn't stumble upon this moment. You have gone through valleys. Others could not survive. You grinned while bleeding spiritually. You have been stretched, tried, and stripped. And you continue to rise every day, despite what others term delays. You transformed into discipline, which others saw as denial. You choose to perceive it as divine directing. And now the strain you felt is being transformed into pure affluence. It's as if heaven kept all the treasures you were supposed to get until your hands, heart, and mind were ready to accept them. And you're finally ready. You are not entering into wealth. You're going to be soaked in them. This explosion is about more than simply physical riches. It's also about spiritual currency. There is an abundance of tranquility, unmistakable favor, and obvious access. Opportunities will pursue you, contracts will seek you out, and solutions will arrive before issues develop. Why? Because you're walking at a certain frequency. Only the selected ones have access to divine time. You are no longer searching for doors. God is creating you the door. You are being established as a conduit via which abundance will enter your lineage. There was a time when you were disregarded, undervalued, and maybe derided for your religion. But now they will stare and wonder. They'll notice your quick climb and wonder how it occurred. The fact is that it did not simply happen. You underwent spiritual refining. You let your soul develop. You went through seasons that shattered your ego, but strengthened your soul. That is why you are going to see an eruption of heavenly prosperity. Your foundation has been rendered unshakable. The chosen one. This money is not here to lure you. It's about to change you. It's coming, not to distract you, but to reassure you. You are being sponsored to carry out your soul's goal. The world needs your light and your voice. Your presence and money will now be used to amplify your task. You are more than simply affluent in resources. You're filled with knowledge, rich in heavenly harmony and clarity. And the skies are responding by pouring into your life, allowing you to pour into others. Prepare for shockwaves. Yes, shockwaves. Miracles will happen faster than reasoning allows. People who had forgotten about you will hear your name again. But this time in rooms of opportunity, you'll realize how little effort it takes to attract plenty since you're now in sync with the universe. You're not pursuing it anymore. It is hunting you. Your steps have a supernatural acceleration. You're no longer in survival mode. You've gone into overflow. You are being saved. You are getting rewarded. You are being saved. You are being sent. And the riches coming your way is not fragile. It is not a fake. It doesn't burn rapidly. It is divine. It is permanent. It is sacrosanct. It is blessed by the throne. There will be times in the coming weeks when you halt and whisper, "This can't be genuine." But it is. This is what it looks like when God speaks. This is what it feels like when the floodgates open. This is how it feels when the cosmos aligns with your vibration. You are now a magnet, not for money, but for magnitude, miracles, and manifestations. You are entering a version of yourself that is unlike anything you have ever known. The old you was not prepared, but you developed. You are the one who went through fire and still adored. That version is completely qualified. Let no doubts unsettle you. Let no fear affect you. Don't let any delays distract you. You're in the zone now. The zone of divine release, and everything that comes into your life will bear the imprint of destiny. You'll recognize it. You will feel it. It will not be forced. It will not be confused. It will feel like a dream you've had 1,000 times. That is how realistic it will be. This is the season to keep focused. Not because it is difficult, but because it is occurring quickly. Do not apologize for your promotion. Don't shrink because someone else is uncomfortable. The same people who abandoned you in the woods will notice you and your prosperity. They'll recognize you weren't just fortunate. You were in agreement. You weren't just lucky. You were loyal. You weren't just courageous. You were picked. Your footsteps are now blessed with favor. Even your quiet is louder. Even your silence yields answers. The chosen one. You have reached the tipping point. The old cycle is ended. The age of waiting is over. You've exceeded every restriction. You've grown beyond every box they attempted to put you in. And now you're breaking through to wealth. Not only for yourself, but for everyone involved with your task and the explosion. It is coming in waves. One breakthrough will lead to another. Yes, will unlock 100. One miraculous connection may change your whole life path. You're entering heavenly orchestration, and each note is performing your victory song. This is not simply about momentum. This is destiny in action. You did not make it through all of those seasons of poverty. Every second spent waiting was heavenly preparation. Every, not yet, was a spiritual investment in the version of yourself that is currently blossoming. The chosen one. You aren't merely about to get money. You are soon to become a source of riches. Wealth and knowledge, tranquility and purpose, as well as resources, money, and heavenly favor. You've progressed beyond restriction. You've been summoned to expand. This communication did not come to you by chance. This is confirmation. Heaven has already triggered the release. The vibration of breakthrough has now surrounded your energy field. If you've been feeling restless recently, or like something huge is about to happen but you can't explain it, it's a spiritual warning indicating that the supernatural has already changed in your favor. Earth is just catching up. The blast has already been sparked. You're feeling the countdown. In this dimension, the symptoms may seem subtle. A phone call with an unexpected message. A very vivid dream. A gathering that seems too aligned. But do not disregard them. These are heavenly codes. Invisible hands are guiding you into visible brilliance. You'll quickly learn that anything you thought was a delay was really divine design. Even your diversions had riches concealed inside them. You're entering a situation in which the favor on your name will open doors before you knock. People will want to bless, collaborate with, and support you just because you have a unique vibe. That something is fate. That something is God's imprint on your life. You are now emitting breakthrough. You're a walking miracle magnet. Do not minimize it. Do not conceal it. Own it. This is not the kind of explosion that causes everything to burn down. No, this is the kind that builds things up. It will brighten your life from the inside out. It will light what was previously dark. It will detoxify whatever was contaminated. It will stabilize what was previously unstable. And it will reveal what was previously concealed. You're not ascending at random. You are rising in righteousness. You've completed the task, passed the exams, and the crown now fits. Expect miraculous assistance this season. Divine aid will become the norm. You'll look back and marvel how everything came together so flawlessly. The solution will be easy. Divine intervention. The Creator is engineering your detonation with precision. Your name is being mentioned in places you've never been. People in positions of authority remember your face. You are being advised in locations that have the potential to transform your life forever. And it's all taking place quietly until it's ready to be seen publicly. There is a reason you have to move silently for so long. There's a reason why your procedure was private. What you're going to receive is so strong that it cannot be delivered in public. They need holy space. You were hiding on purpose. You were shielded in plain sight. Now the spotlight is shining, not for your ego, but for your advancement. You're going to become recognized for what you carry. You're going to be honored for everything you've endured. Don't be shocked if you find yourself sobbing some days, not because of grief, but because the release is genuine. The weight is being lifted. The breakthrough is underway. Your spirit is ready for the move. You may feel overwhelmed not by tension, but by an unexpected alignment. Do not worry if everything begins functioning at once. It is not pandemonium. It is convergence. Everything's coming together. Everything is merging at the rate of favor. This is the area in which outcomes replace resistance and clarity replaces ambiguity, where favor substitutes force, where money becomes your testimony. You'll no longer need to prove yourself. Your presence will speak for itself. You will no longer need to beg to be noticed. You'll be sought after. The tables have turned, and this time they are on your side and have picked one. Remember, this wealth surge is not a one-time occurrence. It is a new season. You have entered a realm. It's a vibe that you now inhabit. The world will attempt to persuade you that it is just temporary, but your soul understands better. You will feel it in your bones, prayers, and dreams. This is different. This is permanent. This is celestial riches that increases. You are not merely receiving a check. You're going to receive a change, a shift in how the world reacts to you, a shift in how blessings find you, a shift in how soon things appear. Wealth is no longer something to pursue. It recognizes your soul. You've united with heavenly money, and now money is catching up with your quest. Even your surroundings will begin to feel different. Strangers will have varied reactions to your vibe. Loved ones will begin to regard you with more respect. It's not just what you say. It is what you carry. And anything you hold is holy. It's quite strong. It is royal. That is why the explosion could not occur until today. You now believe it. You are walking like that. You are vibrating like it. You finally realize the significance of your calling. Do not shrink. Don't second guess. Do not wait for permission. The floodgates are open. The wealth boom is already in action. All you have to do now is take a brave step forward. Everything is waiting for you. Yes, every cash, every opportunity, and every compatible link. Everything is circling. I'm looking for one item. You have picked one based on your preparedness. The world you previously knew is no longer your domain. The vibe you previously thrived in has vanished. This is the season of scraping by, of restricting energy, of holding your breath, and waiting for a break. That time has passed. What is now opening is well beyond provision. This is overflow. And it's not just economical. Your ideas, contacts, doors, and confidence, they're all going to grow beyond recognition. You are being invited into a richer frequency of existence, and it is completely your responsibility to accept it. The sudden influx of wealth in your life is no accident of destiny. It is a long-awaited answer to your soul's alignment. You are currently in a heavenly rhythm, which is drawing every resource, miracle, and divine investor you need. What others took a decade to develop, you will achieve in weeks. What seemed to be unattainable in the natural world is already taking shape in the spiritual sphere, awaiting your continuous efforts. Yes, your consent and agreement. Everything in your life is going to change. It will look, feel, and unfold differently. Not because the world has changed, but because you have changed. You are now vibrating higher, working with clarity, and moving with bravery. The doubts that used to immobilize you now seem like whispers in comparison to your rawness. You've passed the challenge of remaining silent, keeping the secret, and waiting for replies. And now heaven has declared. You are ready for visibility, influence, and heavenly money. Take note of how swiftly events unfold. It will seem almost too easy at first, but do not confuse ease with unworthiness. This is the result of perseverance, the benefit of divine timing, and a reward for being loyal when everything was attempting to shatter your faith. You're not fortunate. You are divinely launched. You are not stumbling across this. You are being led into it. Everything that seemed to be working against you will suddenly be utilized for your benefit. The folks who abandoned you will now speak about you. The no's will morph into unmistakable yes. Closed doors will become heavenly diversions to something tenfold greater. Why? Because the spiritual rules have changed. You are now in harmony with the divine release. You're no longer blocked. You are no longer below. You are no longer waiting. You are in receipt. And the reception will come in waves that continue to rise. Expect unexpected deposits. Financial, emotional, and spiritual. Expect to hear from folks who want to cooperate, invest, promote, or help you grow. Expect your ideas to be deemed gold. Expect your presence alone to open doors. You've entered the region where your brightness is evident. Your work speaks for itself, where your name bears a stamp of grandeur. Your days of convincing people of your worth are finished. From now on, you will be known, not explained. You will be celebrated, not tolerated. You'll be honored, not handled. There's no more shrinking, no more settling, no more adapting oneself to spaces too tiny for your spirit. This explosion is pushing you beyond any self-imposed limits. You are not just entering new rooms, you are remodeling them. The chosen one. Your money is linked to your identity. And now that you've accepted your actual nature, fortune is hunting you down. You were never designed to fight forever. You were supposed to ascend, to cause rain in your lane. This is not a gift you got by being flawless. It is a harvest you activated through obedience. Heaven always repays its devoted ones in full. As you enter this new realm, keep your heart pure and your eyesight clear. You don't need vengeance. You don't need validation. You do not need someone to explain how or why something is occurring. All you need to do is remain in agreement with your future. Do not explain yourself. Do not justify the excess. Simply accept it. This is your time. It's okay if some individuals drop out during this surge. Not everyone can handle your progression. Some were solely allocated to the previous edition. The version of you that struggled, apologized, and faded away. But the new version, the one who walks with supernatural surety and courage, is going to shake the world. And it's intended to. You will see how riches reacts to confidence, miracles meet bold movements, and favor appears for people who are unabashedly in position. You are no longer clamoring for a table. You are constructing one, and what you create will endure. Not because it arrives quickly, but because you were already firmly entrenched before it came. This is your permission to rise, embrace, and step into the benefits that have always been yours. You are not delving into greed. You're about to walk into greatness. You are not forsaking humility. You've stepped into royalty. The spiritual universe celebrates your resolve to finally quit playing small, and as a result, benefits are multiplying behind the scenes. Allow them to speak. Let them ponder. Let them speculate. You do not need to react. Your outcomes will speak for themselves. The explosion will speak loudly. The change will put an end to all doubts. You were picked for this. You were ready for this. And now you're ready to enter into this with strength, chosen one. You've reached a domain where terrestrial reasoning no longer applies. In this dimension, time bends to divine purposes. Effort is matched with elevation. Seeds multiply faster than you can count them, and those who have previously outpaced you will halt when you pass them. Not arrogance, but acceleration. You are not just going ahead now. You're jumping. You are being divinely driven by invisible powers because you have now reached complete accord with your best self. This influx of wealth is not chaotic. It's planned. It is not a storm. It is a supernatural release. The exact mechanisms that once opposed you are now submitting to the power you wield where you were before denied. Now you'll be wanted. Where you were ignored. Now you will be recognized. Where you previously felt invisible. You will now be remembered.